All right, Kim, thank you. Well, imagine getting into a car, putting the directions into your phone, then just sitting back with ease while no one is behind the wheel. It's becoming a reality as fully self-driving cars are operating on busy roads across the country. New at 10, Lucas Kim is digging deeper into what lawmakers in Wisconsin are doing to get self-driving cars to the Badger State and whether or not you'd feel safe getting into one of those cars.
It's a car that has no driver. Something that once seemed impossible is now a reality. On the streets of San Francisco, self-driving cars are part of everyday life. Here in Wisconsin, it's illegal to have self-driving cars roam the streets, but one Appleton-based lawmaker wants that to change.
I think that this is a solution for some of the transportation limitations that we see, particularly within the rural areas of Wisconsin.
Senator Cabral Guevara is just one of the lawmakers spearheading a bill that would allow Wisconsin to join more than 30 states across the country to allow self-driving cars on the road. One of the biggest obstacles the bill faces is a question you might be wondering yourself. Are they actually safe?
This bill wants to emphasize safety. There would be a board that would be created. This board would be able to put together some rules, and if there was any sort of safety issues, these vehicles would not be on the road. The people that would own these vehicles have to have insurance. They will be held liable if there is accidents here. And so it's important to understand that this might not be a vehicle for 365 days here in the state of Wisconsin, where that might be compatible for someone like California.
A group at UW-Madison is already making strides towards safe self-driving cars.
So this is our trunk. So this is like basically a giant computer in a sense. That's how the car syncs.
Patrick Chen and Ryan Murphy lead Wisconsin Autonomous and say creating a safe self-driving car is part of their mission as a club.
There's two groups of camera. The center one, the large black triangle one in the center, that's a stereo vision camera. So just like our human, you have two eyes, it has two cameras. Basically, they are about as much view you get as a human.
Some may think getting into a car like this is like taking a leap of faith, but Wisconsin Autonomous tells me that they're taking all the steps necessary to make sure it's safe enough before it hits the road.
The group uses computer coding and radar as their two main safety nets to make sure the car is road ready.
So it's almost like, someone has a blind spot monitor and they see it's not beeping, then there's probably no one in your blind spot, but a lot of people still, check. So it's almost like a redundant feature.
The club competes in a competition every summer to create the safest car. This year's main obstacle is navigating through the snow, something familiar to the Badger State.
We take advantage of each individual wheel and we apply something called torque vectoring brake. So precisely brake each individual wheels to try to keep the car straight on top of steering.
New data from companies like Waymo indicate that autonomous vehicles cut serious accidents and injuries on the road by over 90% compared to human drivers. Pedestrian and intersection collisions are also down by over 90% in Waymo cars versus humans. Even though the cars aren't perfect, Chen and Murphy believe it's a step towards a safer future on the road.
The congestion and the crashes, there is no way to solve that without autonomous vehicles.
But are you ready for self-driving cars? In Madison, I'm Lucas Kim.